Hi, this is Mike, and Mitch, and we're going to be talking about Jimmy Garoppolo replacing Tom Brady for 4 games with the Deflategate suspension. So what do you think about it, Mike?
Well, I think that he'll do okay. I mean, he'll have some ups and downs like any rookie quarterback because he hasn't had much experience yet with the Patriots and playing with them besides training camp and practice. I think he'll probably go 3-1 with that first loss to the Cardinals week 1 because that'll be a really tough game. What about you, Mike? What do you think?
I have to agree with you, but I agree. They'll go 3-1, losing the Cardinals. They'll have some ups and downs, all that stuff. But there are some. I think they're gonna win these games, but they might be a little tougher. Dolphins, that's gonna be a breeze. But then you have the Texans and Bills. I think the Texans, without J.J. Watt, it's going to be easier, but they could challenge us later in the season, maybe the playoffs, because I think they're actually a pretty underrated team. But then you got the Buffalo Bills. I think that they are a pretty tough team, and we could lose to them, but I think we're going to edge them out. We have a pretty good team besides Jimmy Garoppolo. There's plenty of weapons to throw, even though some of them are on PUP right now. And I actually think Garoppolo's a little bit underrated. He's had a couple of years in training camp and stuff, and he could actually be a decent. He's not quite gonna be as good as Brady, but he will be a reliable backup.
We have a caller, Ryan from Boston. What do you have to say?
Hey guys, thanks for taking my call. I love the show. I've been listening for a long time now. I think the Red Sox need to make a move with the trade deadline right around the corner. Do you think that'll happen? Let me know. Thanks for taking my call.
Yeah, I think they will make a move. I think they're going to try and trade definitely for Chris Sale, and I think they're going to be successful, especially probably with all the prospects that they have, and like Swihart and Shaw.
I do not think that they will make a deal. I think they will attempt to, but I've heard that they want to keep some of their young prospects after dealing away a lot before this, such as I've heard Yohan Moncada is going to stay. And they'd like to get some, they'd like to get some extra pitching help, starting pitchers probably, but I mean, I don't think they're going to be able to get it done.
What about you?
I think they might make a trade. Again, we have the jersey situation. I don't know if I want that in my clubhouse, but and then there's the Rangers also trying to go after him. I don't know if we can necessarily get a deal either. And like Mike said, I think we should hold on to those top prospects. I don't know if they're gonna agree to a deal if we're just giving up guys like Travis Shaw, Blake Swihart, and some prospects like Rafael Devers or Brian Johnson. But I'm thinking maybe there might be some other starters on the market at the trade deadline. There's not going to be anyone in free agency for them to sign, and they need a starter for that's going to be doing well for them for not just this year, but down the road. And I think someone even though we might have to give up some major league players for this, I think Jose Fernandez could be someone we could trade for, or Julio Teheran on the Braves. We could give some prospects to them. I don't know if they necessarily want Moncada and Benintendi for a guy like him, especially when they're trying to rebuild. But in the end, I think they're going to try and make a deal, but they're not going to want to give up too much, and it might be tough to find a good partner who wants to agree to the deal with what the Red Sox have to give. Even the White Sox and Chris Sale, who I think Chris Sale really wants to be traded at least somewhere, and I think that even for them, they might not want what the Red Sox have.
That's it for Mike, and Mitch.
Thank you. Good night.